Hi everyone. I wanted to give you a little mini tour of the library. I'm asking that you use the library databases for your Unit 6 research essay for your position paper because it's really important that we learn how to use credible sources for academic writing rather than just relying on the internet. We all know that the internet has great information, but we also know that anybody can put anything on the internet. It doesn't necessarily have to be true, and it doesn't necessarily have to be accurate. And what we want is to rely on information written by people who are experts in this field. And to get to that information, we generally will go to a library database like what we have available here at Post. So I wanted to walk you through what that looks like and how to access it. So I'm going to go back here to the first page that you'll probably see when you log in. You'll probably have this is a faculty page, but you'll probably have all this similar stuff here. And then you'll see that there's a link to the library right up here, which is awesome. You just click on that and you'll get to the library page. You do have to have a code the first time that you log in, but here's the code right here. So it's not an individual student code. You're just going to put in this code right here. It's 2803 followed by 10 zeros. And if you need any other assistance, then you can email the library at library@post.edu, but this is the code. That's all you need in order to get there. So once you click on the library link, you'll see this page, and then you're going to click on this little area right here where it says Post University Library eSearch. And when you click on that, you're going to be taken to a page that looks like this. Now we're in the library. Before you get here, you may be taken to that login page, and that's where you enter the code and you're done. So here, what we use in library databases is something that we call a Boolean search. And I'll share a worksheet with you along with this video that walks you through what a Boolean search is and how to use it. So I'll just demonstrate here. A Boolean search requires that we use specific types of markers like quotation marks, which forces the words to stick together. That means both of those words have to be in my search. I'm going to put Harper Lee and To Kill a Mockingbird in quotation marks because I don't just want to pull a source that has the word Harper somewhere and Mockingbird somewhere else, but doesn't have anything to do with Harper Lee or the book To Kill a Mockingbird. I use and because those are other terms that I want in my search. And I'm going to put ban, B-A-N, with an asterisk because that means that that's kind of a wild card. So it could be ban, banned, banning, any of those things would show up in this search. And I'm just, so I'm going to see what I get. So let's click search. And we'll wait. There we go. And so now you see that I have almost 4,500 sources here that I can choose from. I don't want to read through 4,500 sources, so I probably am going to go down here and limit this a little bit. So I'm going to click, I want them to be peer reviewed. And that updates my list. Now I just have a little under 600 sources. That's better. So let's narrow it a little bit more. Let's say we're going to narrow it down in dates. This goes all the way back to 1965. I don't know that I really want to know what was being said in 1965 about this, so I'm going to limit it to the last 10 years. So I'm going to put, I'm okay with sources as far back as 2011. So let's see what happens there. So now I have just 300, which still is quite a few, but I probably am going to get some pretty good sources here at the top that I'll be able to skim through. And I could even limit it a little bit more. I could say I only want academic journals. I could limit it by subject, publisher. So there's a lot of different ways for us to limit this. All right, good. So now I have a good list of sources that I can read through that tell me about Harper Lee and To Kill a Mockingbird, and probably have a little bit to do with banning it. So this is talking about how we can use it in a classroom, reading Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird while Southern, that probably has something to do with maybe banning it or how people react to it. We probably don't want that. It's in Turkish, unless some of you read Turkish, which would be awesome. So you can see that there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. So once I find my list and I find something that I think sounds interesting, then I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click on the title here. And then this takes me to this page. Now, this page will have a link to the full text. So you can see over here it says PDF full text. I would click on that to open up the entire document so that I could read it. This only has what looks like, this is the reference information that you would use to form a PDF, an APA reference for this source. But I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly here in a minute. But the whole article is not here. So you're going to click over here on PDF full text. Sometimes the whole article will be on this page and you'll be able to read it from here. Sometimes it won't be. If it's not, go over here to the left-hand side and you'll probably see where you can access the whole text. Now, what's really great about the library is that you can go over here to the right-hand side and you can click the Cite button. And it generates a citation for you. Notice that the first couple of citations are not APA. You're going to have to scroll down to the third one to get the APA 7th edition formatted reference. But look how it's already referenced correctly for you. You would just highlight this. You're going to hit Control C as in cat for copy. And then you would go into a Word document, your paper, go to the references page, put your cursor on the references page, and click Control V as in Victor to paste it there. You may have to play around a little bit with the formatting, but this is getting it in the right order for you, and it gives you all the right information that you need. So using the library is really great because you have this bonus feature of being able to cite your source without having to break your brain on how do I cite effectively in APA. Just make sure that you go down to the APA and that you don't pick up a different type of search. So that's it. If you wanted to go back to the results list, you just click the back button here for the results list, and then you'll be taken to the entire list again. And there's a lot of really great information here. So you can play around with the terms as well. I put Harper Lee and To Kill a Mockingbird and ban. I could put Harper Lee and To Kill a Mockingbird and racism, or Harper Lee and To Kill a Mockingbird and something else that I wanted to look for. So you can play around with this quite a bit in order to find good sources. But this is the best way to find effective, quality, credible sources for your writing. I hope that's helpful. Thanks.